Hey everyone, and welcome to our latest episode of Diving Deep with the Gale Force Twins, where we peel back a layer and we take you guys a little bit behind the scenes into what's going on with our TV show and our business. Yeah, like what's
is going on. So today what we are going to do is we are going to be looking at the next episode of Gale Force Experience, which is our YouTube series that we filmed with the Outdoor Channel this past summer. It has already aired in its entirety. So if you want to just watch it as is, straight through, no extra fluff that we're throwing in there, no TV magic, no stories, nothing like that, you can watch it on our YouTube channel, on the Outdoor Channel's YouTube channel, or on My Outdoor TV. A couple places like that.
As always, details are in the description box, but I do want to take a moment to talk about the second project that we have going on right now, which is Gale Force Twins, the TV show, on the Outdoor Channel. We have already done filming the whole thing, so it airs December 30th, that's a Tuesday, so we're really excited about that, and there's also reruns on Saturday, so you guys will have to head to, on your good old-fashioned cable TV,
the Outdoor Channel. But if you don't have cable like me, I have Hulu.
Yeah, we don't even have cable.
You can get the Outdoor Channel if you have Hulu. You can also get it on Friendly TV. There's plenty of places you can get it if you don't have cable, because I don't.
My name is Emily.
My name's Amanda.
And welcome to Diving Deep with the Gale Force Twins.
Let's start with diving deep into our scuba diving episode. What's the name of this episode? I mean, it's not the scuba diving episode.
No, it's gotta have a good
called
name.
An epic scuba diving adventure exploring Looe Key.
So, Looe Key, okay, well, what's cool about this episode is that we got certified.
Looe Key is where we did, well, did you do your certification?
So,
I did it with you.
Okay, so here's a little, like, twin truth, a little bit about us, a unique thing. So, it's not uncommon for when twins are born, for one of them to be born with a hole in their heart, because basically, like, the baby's underdeveloped. And it's essentially, because we were born premature, and, you know, there's
That's true.
Yes. So I was born with a hole in my heart, and most of the time, it's actually found when the baby is born, and a lot of times they close on their own, like, as the child continues to grow. In my situation, it did not. I had an 8 by 11 millimeter hole in my heart up until I was 16, and we never
there was no murmur. There was nothing.
My heartbeat was perfect. I was healthy. I was an athlete. Everything was fine. But then, and this is kind of like one of those times where you look back and you're like, wow, like, God was definitely there. We are actually pretty much around like 15, 16, and we sign up to get scuba certified. And terrifying to think about this. If you have a hole in your heart and you go scuba diving or skydiving, oxygen will pass basically through your heart and into your brain, and essentially you don't make it out.
You don't make it out from that.
That's the short answer. So it was one of those moments where there was no specific reason. We were just really busy with school and track, and we canceled it, and having no idea that I had a hole in my heart. And we just canceled our scuba diving certification for no reason other than, I think school and track and life. And we were very, very deep into track. And we were doing, like, basically private track lessons in the summer in the heat of Florida, like 95-degree heat. I am not kidding. It was hot. And both of us, not just you, but also me, both almost passed out that day. Yes.
It was that hot.
Yes.
And our family was like, oh, well, your athletes, like, maybe just get your heart checked out just in case.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I got the green light of my heart.
So we go to the cardiologist.
Yes.
Amanda's perfectly fine.
And that's when we find out that Emily had a hole in her heart.
And so being 16 and finding out you have a hole in your heart, like, I thought, oh, well, I'm 16. I've made it this far in life, and I've never had a problem. Like, I'm fine. So my mom, she sits me down, and she's like, hey, like, honey, you need heart surgery. And I'm, like, loving life, loving track. I'm determined to get a scholarship for college. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, like, can I wait till I'm 18? I'm like, I'm going to wait till I get the scholarship.
Like, no, like, we need to do this in the next, like, 3 months.
Like, this has to happen now.
Now.
So, long story short, I get the heart surgery. Thankfully, it was not open heart. It was through an artery in my hip, and they basically, like, use a device that's like I picture like a coil that gets stretched out and threaded through the hole, and then when you let go of the coil, it springs shut, and then your heart cells grow over it. And so because of that, when we started to get scuba certified, I actually wasn't sure I wanted to get certified. I was a little bit, like, scared, even though I was told I be okay, I waited. I wanted to go get like second opinions and
Yes.
really make sure I was okay. So Amanda, you started your certification without me.
Yes, I did. And did I do my entire certification without you?
I know you did like the schooling.
I did the schooling and the pool dives without Emily because I wanted to do it either way. And
we weren't sure at the time if I was going to do it at all. Like it was something that I was like, you know, I could give or take. Like this is my life we're talking about.
And at the time we were in high school and we were very, very much into track. So I don't think either of us were planning on having futures in the fishing and boating industry. So this was just strictly like, is it worth it?
Yeah, we had tunnel vision for scholarships for pole vaulting and track, and scuba diving on the side was just like something we did as a family that we were just like, we've always shared. We have an adventurous family.
You eventually got several second opinions.
Yes, and I got the green light.
Certified. So then I did the schooling again. I did it twice.
I think you did it twice.
Because why not? So
we're officially on our certification dive, and it's at Looe Key.
Looe Key,
which is the famous like Florida Keys reef.
It's a gorgeous reef, and that is exactly where we went to film this scuba diving episode. It was gorgeous. It was clarity was pretty good.
Yeah,
still rough. It was rough the whole week.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about this afternoon is that we had already spent the entire day, like at early morning. I was probably like 3-4 o'clock at this point.
Yeah.
And we had been spearfishing all day.
All day.
And the thing is that when we were filming this whole Gale Force Experience YouTube series, the weather was so rough and windy, and this was the only day that was actually decent. So we kind of like bucked up and we said, we have to not only spearfish today, we also have to film a scuba diving episode. And we did that.
It was like, the sun wasn't setting, but like it felt like the sun was setting.
No, like
we were hitting
on the way in. It was
on the way in, it was getting dark for sure. So we went scuba diving that day, and I think we need to give Mason, our our long lens guy, a big shout out on this. He's from Oklahoma. He had done his scuba certification in Oklahoma in a lake where you can't see probably your hand in front of your face.
Yeah.
So this was his first time like diving into the like open ocean.
And in hindsight, I kind of feel bad. None of us. So it was you and me and
CJ and Garrett, our underwater videographer, who's also a certified diver.
Right.
All four of us are
local
from Florida
certified divers. So we're just like gearing up like as if we're going to school with a backpack. It's like
okay,
we're getting ready.
This, do that, do this.
And then Mason's just keeping up, like just full on keeping up, and just gets in the water, and you know, we're in the water, and obviously like looking out for him a little bit extra because like it was his first time diving in the ocean, but he doesn't miss a beat. Literally.
Oh yeah, did a great job.
And we all get back in the boat. And like we're like, Mason, like that was your first time
ocean dive.
Like, are you okay? And he's like, not gonna lie, guys, like that was pretty like scary at first, but I mean, once
you're in the water, everyone's fine.
Yeah, it's just like I think, and even as someone who dives, we don't scuba dive a lot. Even I'll admit that when you're kind of gearing up and you have a lot of gear on you,
it's a lot.
I think there's this moment of like your heart rate spikes and you get this like, at least me personally, I get this like claustrophobia moment.
Yeah, I would agree.
Before getting in the water.
I think between our coral reef restoration project and this dive this past summer, I definitely learned that I am a big fan of freediving.
I'm a free diver.
All the scuba gear, it's just a lot.
I'm a free diver at heart. It's just mask, fin, snorkel. I mean, like a weight belt, sure. But like
mask, fin, snorkel, you'll be fine.
It's so simple. It's raw. It's what your body can do.
There's no math. You're like, well, I've been at the bottom for this long, so I have to do this, and then I have to do a safety stop.
You know the crazy thing is I free dive deeper.
Me too.
Than I scuba dive.
Me too. I'm more comfortable free diving deeper than I scuba dive.
So we only have our open water certifications scuba diving, which I think is like 30-40 feet. It's not very deep. Whereas free diving, my personal best free dive is 89 feet.
And mine is,
you went over 70.
It's 72 then.
Yeah.
72 feet is my best.
We're over here like
free diving. If I'm free diving 72 feet, I don't think I need a scuba dive. Like, yeah. But
either way.
We had a great day. We visited Looe Key. Why don't we watch it? Let's just watch this gorgeous reef that we got certified at. If you go down to the Florida Keys, definitely recommend checking out this reef.
We are getting ready. We're getting our tanks and our weights. We have our own BCDs and regulators because we are going to go scuba diving Looe Key. Looe Key is part of South Florida's Great Barrier Reef System, and it is a large protected area of reef where there are tons of Goliath groupers,
Usually you see some sharks, snappers,
There's lots of sharks.
and an abundance of life. Emily just said there's lots of sharks, but they're friendly sharks, don't worry. Looe Key was named after the British vessel HMS Looe, which ran aground in the 1700s. Now, people travel from all over the world to scuba dive Looe Key. My name's Amanda.
My name is Emily.
And we're the Gale Force Twins. Emily, how does this clip on? Can you clip on for me?
1 second. I'll clip for you.
I'm a scuba diver, but I'm better at fishing than I am scuba diving.
Okay, you're in.
Thank you.
Okay, you're in. You're in.
I'm in.
Solid. Nice work, team.
Because Looe Key is a sanctuary, it is protected. There's a lot of life on this reef. There's no anchoring, no fishing, no spear fishing, just purely snorkeling and scuba diving. So it's really important that we don't touch any of the coral and just observe and enjoy the beautiful Florida Keys and the reef that we get to scuba dive.
We chose to scuba dive at Looe Key, and what's funny about that is that Looe Key is actually where we did our open water dive for our scuba certification several years ago. And it was fun to go back on scuba tanks and see it again. That was actually our first time scuba diving Looe Key since then. And it was more than several years ago, Amanda. It was about a decade ago. It was about a time flies. Time definitely flies.
We're back. They're actually pretty cool. There's a lot of life down there. We saw a shark, a nurse shark. Not a chomp shark, a friendly shark. A friendly nurse shark. A lot of snappers, a little juvenile black grouper. Oh, a nice southern stingray.
Oh yeah, friendly, right? It was sticking around for a while.
Yeah.
Big dog snapper.
I didn't get the dog
Oh,
snapper.
dude, yeah, big dog
Well, no,
snapper.
Was that what that was?
Yeah, that's why I
The-
kept going like this, because it has a teardrop, that little white part.
In the coral.
Yeah, the coral head, yeah.
I didn't know it was a dog snapper.
Dude, big dog snapper. Would you see the size of that shackle?
Yeah.
That was a
I was
shackle?
like, well, that was the shackle we were visiting all day.
Okay,
Alright,
we need to
maybe
talk
a little
about
bit of a
this.
backstory on this.
So,
the shackle.
CJ mentions that was a
First of all, this shackle was like,
It was like an abandoned.
it was like a foot or two. It was like a ship shackle. It was
Yes.
massive. And what was funny was when we went, because this was our first day on the Camus.
Yes.
So we had our anchor, but I think like
We had our anchor-
shackle.
No, this is
what
what it
happened?
was. So first of all, we got this boat the night before filming this.
Yes.
So we had all the necessities, and that is it. We did not have time to really outfit it. We had all the legal requirements. And the morning of, we had a rock anchor and a
Sand anchor.
sand anchor. Basically, it's important to have a variety of anchors. And
Oh yes, the shackle that I had that we bought only fit the sand anchor, but we needed the rock anchor.
yeah, so the
And-
morning of, we're like getting ready to leave, and we're like, we don't have a shackle. So we're sitting there. Oh, and then didn't one of our local
think
camera guys, I think
Dylan-
he went out.
No, Dylan ran to the
Dylan
store.
ran? So our camera boat captain, who is also a local, he ran out to the store to buy us a shackle. So it was like, you can just imagine, like, you're getting a boat the night before, and the next day you're getting up to start filming with
And you're missing a shackle.
yes, for a show with the Outdoor Channel. So like the pressure's on, and you're sitting there like, how do I,
don't
not have
an
an anchor shackle?
And that was totally on us because it was our responsibility to outfit the boat. And
Yeah.
well, we were
and sure
missing a
enough,
shackle.
we see a shackle that's literally like a foot. It's a huge.
It's like a foot in diameter at least. Like it was like
Yeah.
an old ship shackle. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I guess it was waiting for us all along at the reef. tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. The current was really strong, so we kind of had to work hard. But we had a great dive.
Beautiful.
Tons of baby hogfish.
Yeah, a lot of it was almost like a little nursery. I love seeing all the juvenile fish.
Tons of sea fans, tons of coral. Nice little shallow spot. Saw a massive anchor shackle and an old spear gun that looked like. It's a beautiful reef down here. So much life, so much to see. It was an amazing dive.
I think it is crazy to see how fast time flies. So we ended up finally getting our scuba certification in college. It was 2014.
So then it was not a decade later that we did that dive.
Amanda, we're in 2025.
Oh.
It's 11 years later.
Oh my gosh, time does fly. Okay.
So, yeah, in that story we're talking about how like, yeah, we got certified here and like literally.
You're right. Yeah, we actually did. It was like 2014 or 15. And you're right, it's 2025.
So I don't think, which is kind of crazy. So when we got scuba certified, we actually used it more so for travel. So I have scuba dived more in other places of the world than in our home waters. So we've scuba dove, I don't know, in Hawaii for the Manta Ray night dive. That was amazing. Where else have we been? I mean, we've scuba dove a fad on the northeast.
Oh, in Puerto Rico.
No, that was Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Right. So what's a fad, Amanda?
A fad is a fish aggregate device.
Okay, so it's basically like a buoy that
underwater,
is purposely beneath the water's surface to create like
it's like an artificial reef,
yes,
but it lives in pelagic waters and it's just attached to the seafloor at the bottom, and then it comes up like in the middle of the water column. So it is like an artificial reef,
so
but
first like
in pelagic
the
waters.
Algae grows on it, which attracts the plankton, and then the plankton attracts the small fish, and so on and so forth. Before next thing you know, you have like mahi and sailfish and marlin living on it. So we did that in Puerto Rico. Yeah, and we don't really scuba dive our home waters, so the fact that the next time we're scuba diving, the reef we got certified at was a decade later.
That's crazy.
It's kind of
That was
wild.
a great dive.
No, it was a good dive, and
we didn't see any sharks other than nurse sharks, which is funny because normally it's very sharky there, and you see like reef sharks all the time, and they weren't there that day, so I'm not complaining. I didn't mind that.
And I highly recommend for anybody that is a beginner diver or looking to get certified, the Florida Keys is a really great place to do that.
A lot of shallow reefs and a lot of really pretty shallow reefs. So whether it's like down at Looe Key, which is in the lower Keys, but there's also Key Largo has some great reefs. John Penny Camp's a great spot to get certified as well.
We hope you guys enjoy listening, watching from wherever you are to Diving Deep with the Gale Force Twins. In the meantime, we hope you get out there, have fun, and stay safe.